We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Selamat datang ke podcast.
Selamat datang ke podcast.
Podcast.
Selamat datang. Kita kembali lagi dalam episod seterusnya. Di
Nampak?
Stay Home Edition.
Dekat pantai nampak.
Daripada space, dia pergi
Kantoi.
stadium. Lepas tu pergi pantai. Ni PKPD
Oh,
ke
semua-
PKP langgar operasi ke ni?
Orang semua duduk rumah. Aku Caribbean.
Apa?
Come on guys.
Ini lesen agung ni.
This is the heavens. Oh, kayangan orang panggil.
Apa? Oh, inilah. Apa orang kata apa? Kelompok kayangan lah.
Kelompok
dahsyat.
kayangan.
Dahsyat,
Korang
dahsyat.
sana malam je tu nampak dekat katil semua. Alamak. Aduhai. Korang je nampak je atas katil dalam bilik semua.
Kita mengikut saranan keadaan.
I'm plucking like fresh coconuts lah at the back lah bro.
Dahsyat lah. Copacabana awak.
Apa? No lah, not Copa. This one the Caribbeans lah. I cannot tell you where lah. Nanti dia orang jejak aku kena saman, teruk pula aku kena. Kan, ini semua pengaruh-pengaruh kawan lah. Pengaruh kawan-kawan yang
of
saya
course.
elok lah. So, yang ni kayangan-kayangan ni. Tu susah kalau ramai kawan orang kayangan ni.
So terbukti lah kau pun dalam yang ada kawan-kawan kayangan juga ah.
Tak, aku just bercuti. Aku tak cakap aku kayangan ke apa. Aku cuma
Kau ikut
bercuti.
diorang ah.
I'm just on vacation, you know, things are shit, you know, COVID numbers are up, for fuck's sake, I don't know why. It's been 7,000 every day, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Ya.
So, macam lah bro. I mean like, you know, ini tak ada orang, ada ikan.
Loh, kau
Yeah.
nasihat kawan-kawan ni elok-elok. Macam dah aku tengok dia sejak PKP. Dah pergi space, dah pergi Jerman. Ini hari dia dekat pantai mana lah. Kawan punya hal ni.
Aku tengok
Vaksin dua-dua dos dah siap padahal.
Oh, apa? Satu geng.
Apa tadi Melon nak cakap apa tadi Melon?
Lo
Kan
cakap.
angin punya lah kuat kat belakang tu kau tengok. Rambut dia steady.
Tu lah.
Tak ada ini.
Tu lah.
Memang orang kaya.
Kayangan.
Ini bukan. Ini dulu masa aku lepak rumah sewa dengan Melo dulu. Melo dia bagi aku advice lah in terms of grooming myself and hair and everything. So dia pernah cakap dengan aku. Dia bagi aku friendly advice lah. Cakap, Non, rambut kau ni kau tak pernah pakai apa-apa produk ke apa. Cakap, tak. Lu kau tahu aku kan memang I don't give no fucks lah ever since
About
when
hair.
I was born.
Ya.
Masa aku kecil lah aku pakai coat tan, pakai Bril cream, but then after that tak ada sebab rambut aku pun macam kurang kan.
Tancur saya. Zaman-zaman tancur. Kau orang pakai tancur.
Member siap bawa keluar tau. Ni Non, L'Oreal Studio Remix. Studio Remix ya.
Colour biru cair
Studio Remix tau. Bukan datang daripada kilang tau. Daripada studio kau tahu dia buat dalam studio benda tu. Kan dia nyok benda tu dah jadi sticky-sticky
Gini cap.
Betul cakap Non, jangan semua Non. Hujung je. Aku pun
dia gentil pengaruh.
Hujung.
So kira ni pengaruh kawan-kawan kuat lah dalam kehidupan kau.
Ya, kawan kuat lah ni. Semua macam ni.
Kawan-kawan
Sebab tu angin tiup rambut aku tak macam tu.
So,
tapi dia tengok nampak okok ni nampak. Asap semua tiup. Kira kau pergi sebelah mana? So angin tu betul.
Tiup tak ada hal. Yang okok kau tu dia boleh through kau punya spec tu yang power tu. Dahsyat lah. Ilmu kau tinggi lah. Bila kau hisap tu dia through kau punya spec tu. Dahsyat lah.
Banyak berjalan bro.
Luas pengalaman lah.
Ke Jerman tu lepak dengan Elon Musk kan. Sebab tu dia panggil aku Elon Musk kan.
Sihat dia tak kena COVID Elon Musk tu.
Sihat. Dia tengah trading tu sekarang.
So aku rasa kau dah boleh aku kategorikan sebagai kawan-kawan yang banyak kawan yang berhayal lah. Kau kira macam kawan-kawan yang berhayalan lah. Salah
dia
satunya.
tak salah untuk bermimpi.
Betul.
Okey, Faisal, tak salah untuk bermimpi. Langsung tak salah. Tapi since aku rasa intro ni lah kan, aku percepatkan keadaan lah. Sebelum kita tak nak pilih-pilih topik benda semua, I have an idea. Aku rasa perkataan kawan-kawan ni dah banyak kali dah actually masuk dalam conversation kita since this intro ni. So how about this week punya topik ni, we talk about friends.
Okay. Sebab aku rasa pun kawan tu selain daripada barang makanan, orang kata apa, nak bayar bil air, bil phone, barang makanan, and then apa lagi
Bil air,
yang bil air, macam essential services lah. Ini pun dikira essential lah dalam hidup kita. Friends.
Bendera putih ke?
Tak
Jal.
ada. Aku semua bendera aku letak luar. Siapa yang bagi kulit aku letak keluar. Kan?
Tu kan bila cakap pasal friends memang definitely we have a lot of them throughout our lives and aku rasa yang macam influence kita in
Yep.
one way or another.
Definitely.
And aku kalau fikir-fikir balik if not because of the friends, because yelah lepas habis sekolah betul kau pergi study apa semua kan. Your family is definitely not with you.
Exactly.
And macam mana? Your upbringing apa semua of course with your family. But then by the time and then you're out there technically alone.
Yeah.
Meet all these people apa semua kan. Orang shape you into who you are lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Macam Non, kalau dia tak jumpa aku mungkin rambut dia sampai sekarang masih ditiup.
Macam tu ditiup angin. Betul.
Mungkin. Who knows? Kita tak tahu kan. Mungkin aku masih lagi hobo and everything and I don't care and what not.
Betul lah. Macam
aku,
kira macam apa aku nak cakap, macam dulu masa kecil-kecil pun tak adalah kerja sangat. Macam sekolah menengah atau at least pada aku, pengalaman aku, mak aku selalu marah aku, kau pergilah ikut kawan tu, kawan kau kan lagi penting daripada keluarga kau. Kau pergi. So it shows that you like it or not, friends are meant, how to say, to be with you in a way. Kau suka ke tak, kau benci ke tak.
So mak kau cakap tu kau tak ikut cakap mak kau, kau memang ikut kawan lah straight away lepas tu lah.
Aku sebagai orang aku sebagai orang yang aku bukan jahat lah, aku nakal, kawan kot. Aku pergi ikut kawan. So macam tu lah.
Sebab kalau kau nak cakap macam tu, Melo kena aku like for I think the better half of my life lah, aku rasa lah closing tu now lah. So Melo pun tahu mak aku jenis macam mana. So ayat pasal tinggal family pasal kawan ni banyak kena apply dekat aku dengan mak aku. Throughout my whole life lah, especially in college lah. Apa-apa semua kawan dulu. Kawan dulu.
Pernah tak benda tu jadi macam a big argument for you and family? Macam kau belah daripada family kau? To start off lah. Ada tak kawan-kawan kau yang menginfluence kau untuk ke jalan itu? Macam alah family kau second lah.
Tak. It is not for me, in my experience dia tak adalah sebab nak ke jalan itu. Tak. Dia more on like personal how do you say, conflicting things inside of you, there's conflicting things within you, and then there's family, and then your friends are the one who understands you. Again, your friends are the ones who want to do the things that you want to do. Your friends are there with you every day sebab kau baru kenal. Ini adalah orang lain daripada family members kau. Orang family members kau memang by default memang kau membesar hari-hari. Kau dalam tangan mak bapak kau hari-hari, kau bergurau dengan kakak abang kau, kau bergaduh dengan kakak kau, is every day. But this one is not a member of the household, this is from outside.
Okay.
You see? So that's why I say masa mula everything starts from home. Sebab tu bila parents semua bising, tengok dia berkawan dengan siapa. Orang tua semua cakap, tengok dia tu berkawan dengan siapa.
Betul?
Tengok dia tu berkawan dengan siapa. Aku a few times memang pernah dicot sebagai bad influence lah. Orang lepak rumah aku, budak-budak lepak rumah aku. Dan aku macam bad influence lah. Padahal tak ada pun buat benda yang dituduh pun. So but that's that lah. I mean, like, there's no problem for parents to say that tengok siapa yang berkawan tu, because friends, kawan memang ramai, but I think the ones that are most important is that when you start being friends and both of you are not clean lah, in the sense lah, but tak kisah in a group ke on one friend saja ke, and as you progress throughout the years tu, and dua-dua memperbaiki diri sendiri, and dua-dua boleh nampak tu, that is the ones yang that's the most satisfying lah. Faham?
Yang in a way yang korang sama-sama up lah. In a positive way lah. So dalam negative way, kalau kau merundum kehidupan kau pun, kawan tu ada untuk menasihati kau. Dan bila korang up pun, korang sama-sama up lah. Tak lupa kawan lah. Aku rasa contoh
Betul.
mungkin kau dengan Lo, probably I would say that, daripada cerita-cerita yang kita dengar selama ni kan Lo. Kau agree dengan aku tak? Kau dengan Nun adalah orang jenis itu daripada kau zaman college.
Actually, aku punya friendship dengan Non is very macam nak cakap in the beginning it's very odd
Yep.
because aku dengan Non have different personalities, totally different, opposite.
Okay.
Aku the goody two shoes, Non masuk memang jenis rebellious.
Tengok muka tahu garang tau.
So the first time macam bila jumpa tu, but the thing memang macam terus dapat rasa lah yang we from different ends of
dua darjat lah orang kata.
Tapi aku jenis manusia yang
tak adalah dua darjat, gila, dua dunia yang berbeza lah. Tak adalah dua darjat.
Tak ada lah. Aku ingat dua darjat. Aku ingat kau tukang doktor gigi, dia tukang kasut, bukan lah?
Tapi tu lah, bila masa jumpa awal-awal tu, Non pun tak boleh masuk dengan aku pun tak boleh masuk dengan Non. Like macam right off the bat lah.
Okay.
Memang tak boleh, because kita orang jumpa first time ever memang terus jadi roommate
lah.
Dekat college. And then the relationship tu slowly lah, because aku akan adapt dengan orang, regardless orang tu macam mana ke, apa benda ke, aku tak ikut cara dia, but then aku akan adapt, make sure that macam kita boleh sama lah, macam tu. So in terms of macam Non, aku rasa we learn a lot from each other. The things yang macam aku tak pernah being exposed to before, Non tolong aku expose benda macam gitu. And macam pula, because of his rebellious nature, dia tak ada, dia ada a lot of macam mana, very bright, but then dia tak ada drive. Dia tak ada drive because dia tak ada hala tuju tau.
Siapa? Non dulu?
Non lah dulu.
Oh, okay.
So because
aku definitely back then I was a big fuck up lah. But see, this is where friends are important now.
That's what friend are for lah.
Because macam Melo kan, kalau he has no reason whatsoever back then lah kan, dengan cara perangai aku tak pergi kelas lah and everything, dia semua ni kejut banyak kali and whatnot. He has no reason whatsoever to continue to be friends with me tu.
Faham.
Why carry someone who is dirty is not going to contribute anything positive into your life whatsoever, kan? Betul. But you know, he has no point to do that whatsoever. Dia dah tahu dah Mamat ni memang failure. Aku memang tak nak, you know, it's the natural thing to do in the cycle lah, kan? You know, to stay positive lah, kan? So tapi but in the end, you know, friends like this, they stay. And then you know who are your genuine friends.
Okay.
And these are the ones who will help you lah.
Betul.
Secara tak langsung lah, indirectly or directly lah.
Yeah. But itulah macam aku dengan Non, after a while macam tak ngam, but then eventually bila aku dah dapat macam betul-betul get to know him is through music awal-awal tu. Awal-awal music, and then we communicate a lot in terms of music influencer. So daripada situ the friendship tu macam grew into something more than music lah. Get to know more about his life, about vision dia dengan macam mana, family dia macam mana, apa semua. So slowly dia jadi dapat. And mula-mula macam lepak-lepak because of music je, And then dia jadi lepak macam hangout. You know, hangout dengan kawan-kawan. Kita share apa semua. From nampak yang macam it's a waste the things yang ada, because he's very capable of doing things tau.
Sayang lah kalau tak berkawan macam gitu kan.
Sayang aku rasa sayang kalau
Sayang kalau hanyut.
betul.
Sayang
So,
kalau
macam
hanyut dahsyat.
non aku rasa macam boleh tu lah. And then lepas tu but then sebabkan because of kita orang punya different personality, biasalah manusia kan ubah. So there's a lot of moments yang macam kita orang convene and then kita orang separate. Kita orang convene, betul kita orang separate. So
Faham?
during those dips tu ada satu moment yang masa kita memang tak sama-sama, non terfakap lebih sikit. So because of the terfakap lebih sikit tu, you know, there's complications during college, benda bla bla bla. So non kena macam extend, kena apa lah non? Dulu kau kena apa? Dia panggil
Kena
banyak
buang
hiccups lah.
and everything semua lah.
Faham.
The whole
Juga
package
macam-
was there lah.
Contohnya next semester aku masuk semester macam biasa, non was
Whole.
banned.
Faham?
So dia punya pengajian jadi tergendala apa benda semua macam gitu kan. But then thing yang aku rasa grateful towards the very end of orang punya journey diploma tu, not get macam okay, you know what, these guys sama-sama masuk leading will be like the ones lah yang with a few others yang akan stay lagi
Stay
dekat
sama
sini, kan.
dalam group lah. Macam group of friends tu yang stay sama-sama lah.
So dekat situ macam non tiba-tiba rasa macam dia ada the need to reach out to me. So during my semester, and that was the semester yang non dapat sambung balik dia punya pengajian, dia reach out to me macam okay, aku semester depan aku dah nak start balik, aku nak duduk dengan kau, like you have to let me stay with you. You know, kalau kata dia still sendiri bercampur dengan the bunch of people yang dia dah bercampur since dulu lagi,
Tak jadi apa lah.
dia tak dia regret lah.
Faham?
So daripada situ aku rasa during that semester kita orang punya bond jadi lagi tight lah.
You need to understand lah, the other side yang that was pulling me away tu is not really to say bad influence. There's no bad influence whatsoever pun. Tahu, wherever it is, aku lagi satu. Bila aku kawan, aku memang banyak lompat-lompat group tau. Aku memang tak stay satu group lah. Memang aku akan nomad. Aku just akan lompat sini kan. It's just that whatever circle that I hang out with at that time, they are doing, you know, the things that I want to do. Macam tu je lah. And for me, it is a personal problem whereby self-care tu memang tak ada langsung. Dia bukan masalah dengan orang lain, bad influence ke apa ke, tak. Dia self-care tu tak ada langsung.
Faham.
When you surround yourself with you know, people who are you know who targets higher and who knows how to push you and knows the formula, kan, and sees that there's something in you, kan, and then when you reach out and they reach out as well, that's where the miracle happens lah. Macam tu lah. Macam Melo sendiri cakap lah, there are times whereby, you know, aku dengan dia comments together through an activity, waktu separate, waktu jumpa balik tu separate, jumpa balik separate. In times tu aku pretty sure Melo memang jumpa ada some hardships lah to deal with me lah, because aku ni pun not sometimes not a very easy person to deal with dengan aku punya kenah and everything benda semua. But you know, the only time when there was no problem is music lah. Itu memang tak ada, because he understands what I want in music. Aku rasa itu dalam hidup aku dari dulu sampai sekarang, I think that would be the strongest drive lah.
Yeah, true.
Benda lain semua drive back then, benda semua tu self care tak ada, tapi when it comes to music dia terus straight away okay, music.
Ya, betul.
Dia nak jadi rockstar tu memang kuat. Kobar-kobar. Dia because there's a lot of other interest yang nak buat juga. That's why we were all for bigger things. You know, I mean in terms of academic punya stuff lah. Group of people that I'm with memang tiap-tiap semester
For flat lah.
and then kita orang got shortlisted for go studies overseas apa benda semua macam tu. Kita orang macam bukannya tak kawan dengan tapi macam tu lah kan. Sebab non bukan itu dia punya direction. Non masih ingat lagi benda ni. Live with me, you live by my rules lah. Kan? Macam kelas kau kena pergi every morning. Aku tak kira apa benda pun jadi, malam semalam kau tidur pukul apa ke. Kelas kau tak boleh ponting satu kelas pun. Kau mesti kena pergi semua kau punya kelas. Lepas tu tingkatkan lagi dia punya participation dekat dalam kelas, more aktifkan diri dalam benda-benda yang boleh help him with his studies lah.
Okay.
Benda macam tu kan. Betulkan dia punya attitude, drive, benda macam tu. Contohnya bulan puasa kau kena puasa full. Kalau kau duduk kau kena puasa full. Itu kalau kata you make it into a habit, you will get into the rhythm of it lah kan. But then non cakap okay, aku tak jalan, apa benda kau cakap ni semua aku agree, aku boleh buat. So aku dah banyak kali dah non dah kongsi dengan orang banyak kali sangat moments yang aku nak kena pukul dengan non awal-awal pagi.
Yalah, faham. Pahat macam pahat dengan paku orang kata.
Because aku kena kejut dia. Dia tak akan bangun. Kejut dia every single morning. And death threats, benda ni semua memang memang aku dah biasa. Macam kau jangan lo.
Faham.
Aku cakap dah lo. Aku cakap dah. Jangan tak ada. Kau jangan lagi, jangan paksa-paksa aku. Aku cakap aku tak nak those things apa. So benda-benda macam tu aku dah dapat banyak.
Faham.
But then the constant thing yang aku selalu cakap dengan non because you want to do this and aku dah agree untuk do this thing with you. Kalau kau pukul dia, tak kisah. Aku takkan pukul balik pun. Aku bukan kuat mana pun nak
lah non. Pukul lah.
So kalau kata engkau rasa kau nak bangun daripada tidur, pukul aku
bangun.
Lepas tu kau nak tidur.
Pukul lah.
Tak kisah.
Faham.
Aku punya is to get
that is the problem whereby I grew up without a sense called discipline. It's a free for all for me untuk aku. Memang aku no eyes on me langsung kan. Mak aku single parent, memang working all the time kan. So my father sometimes there, sometimes not there, benda semua. So you tend to venture out a lot, and then so without these things ni kan, so there's no discipline lah for me lah. So there's no pressure whatsoever. So whatever it is that I do, there's no pressure. So yelah, benda-benda macam tidur, tak nak bangun, tak nak pergi kelas, benda-benda macam tu adalah benda-benda yang biasa lah. So macam aku cakap lah, I think for studies and for tu, you have separate friends who's going to help you in those kind of things. But for financially pula, aku got different circle of friends pula who advise me on me, and who advise financially kan, how to turn your life around if you're not having great cash flow or whatnot kan, how do you manage and what do you need to do. Sebab aku spendthrift. Kau tanya melu tahu lah, aku beli all the things that I don't need lah basically lah.
Masa kau kat college tu lah. Masa kau tengah study?
No, back then until now lah basically lah. Okay, now dah kurang lah. Now tak adalah aku beli benda yang aku tak perlu kan.
Kat mana puncak benda tu? Kat mana puncak tabiat tu yang kau rasa macam on top of the world with your friend support yang kau boleh beli benda-benda yang kau suka tapi kau tak perlukan. Is it during college time, kerja time or what? And then is there someone, is there a friends yang datang console kau macam cakap, Non, ni tak perlu Non, kau tak payah gini-gini. Ataupun kau dah jatuh, kau dah rasa hidup kau dah jatuh dulu baru kau shit. Contoh lo datang pujuk kau,
tak. Okay. Aku punya spendthrift punya hot habits ni tak adalah sampai aku bankrupt, tak ada lah. It is not like that lah. But I buy things that I don't need. You know, you walk into a store, you buy 10 packets of chocolate. You don't need 10 packets of chocolate. You know, you walk into a store and then, you know, you just bought 3 packets of cigarettes yesterday. You walk into 7-Eleven, you buy another 6 more packets of cigarette. You don't need 6 more packets of cigarette. Kau pergi kedai mamak, kau boleh makan, kau makan sekali je kau order. Kau boleh order Maggi goreng ayam satu. Sampai Maggi goreng ayam, tapi kau ada lagi murtabak daging, untuk kau tambah lagi watermelon juice.
Faham.
Kan? So all the unnecessary punya spending lah in that sense lah. You know, so this is all discipline lah. So different circles of friends, I think how I like to measure it is that how much have these people, you know, changed you? You know, how much they have impacted you in your life, and how do you choose them lah? Itu je lah. Kan?
Okay, faham.
Like I said, there's no bad influence lah bagi aku lah. Kan? You know, if you want to do let's just say I will take the one, okay, let's just say vandalism for example. Okay, kau turun whichever block dekat, you know, at your institution. I'm not saying we did this, we did not, but if you go down to any institution with your friends and then you bring a couple of spray cans and then you start, you know, conteng-conteng buat mural kau sendiri dekat Block Academy and whatnot, benda semua. So it gives you the thrill. Kan, it is wrong by law, of course, right? You can get expelled, but it's fun. You're 19. You get what I mean or not? Kan? But you can't keep, you know, painting walls until you're 34. You get what I mean? You know, if you're still painting walls until you're 34, then you have a problem. And then, you know, like your friends will support you lah. You know, so your friends gotta tell you gotta stop painting walls lah. You know, you get what I mean or not?
Unless you're getting money out of it lah. Unless you're painting wall at 34 and then you get money out of it.
Okay, I'm saying if you're doing it illegally, maksud aku if let's say kau duduk rumah, kau just WhatsApp member kau, sangat aku nak kena conteng dinding semua. Kan, tu member kau, jom pergi bawah jambatan, tu bawa spray can, then you have a problem lah.
So you would,
unless it's nice art lah, you know. But
so you
get what I mean lah, the thrill. Kan, it is wrong by law, but the thrill itself is different. You know, it's the same as going on a speedboat or jumping out of a plane. You know, the thrill is different lah kan. But certain things memang unlawful, tapi kau nak buat macam mana? Kan orang dah cakap benda-benda yang paling sedap tu adalah benda yang haram. Kan? So basically jadi macam tu lah. So bagi aku, there's no bad influence lah. You just want to try things. Just that you need to improve on yourself lah every day lah, and your friends you know, matter a lot lah in that process.
Lagi-lagi kau buat benda tu dengan kawan-kawan, so kau punya rush tu lagi memuncak kan. Especially those things yang kau suka buat, and ni kau buat dengan kawan. So in a way, do you categorize your friend as the one yang, you know, advise aku on financially, the one yang ada hidup mati dengan aku gitu? So you have, you know,
aku definitely ada tier
friends yang banyak. Ada tier lah. Okay,
aku ada tier.
Okay, faham. Because I don't experience what you and Lou experienced in college, because my college time I was pretty much lonely and alone, because, you know, in a music college people don't care about you whether you are okay academically or, you know, and then aku being away with my friends. So macam kawan-kawan aku semua tercampak UiTM, Syaputra, whatever, college lain, dan aku seorang tercampak kat college music. And for me to be a freaking music business student in a music college, satu lagi benda yang mencabar. So aku tak ada orang yang, you know, Faisal, let's go, kita kena, you know, lulus subjek ni, lulus subjek, tak ada. So it's basically me. So aku bangun pagi just because of me. So things that you and Lo experience tu memang tak ada langsung dari hidup aku. I don't have that memory where people wake me up, you know, in the morning and say, jom pergi kelas. Aku tak pernah. Which is, if you ask me right now, I'm very jealous lah. Aku macam envy orang yang ada
Tak,
experience
kau,
gitu
kau
lah.
kena faham. It's not romantic like that.
No.
He does not
This is
he
my
does not
experience.
wait
I'm
he does
telling you
not
my
wake me.
experience lah.
Dia tak kejut aku sebab dia bangun tidur, oh dah kena pergi kelas.
Tak,
Non
maksud aku,
bangun, non kita pergi
no,
kelas.
no.
Tak. Dia kejut aku sebab aku tak nak bangun.
Tak,
Dan
maksud
aku
aku
takkan
gitu.
bangun.
Maksudnya Non, kau as a person, bila kau tidur kat college kau contohnya, kau tahu yang Lo tu akan ada sentiasa dengan kau. Walaupun kau tak tahu pun, Lo akan ada kat situ macam, jom lah. Sebab kau dah buat aku janji dengan Lo apa. Kan, kau nak berubah, Lo akan jadi, I mean, I there for you. Macam aku tak ada. Aku macam fuck. Kalau aku fuck lah.
Faham lah.
So
Aku
this is
faham
just my
lah, aku
experience
faham
lah. It's not that like dia kejut kau ke apa. So like there's someone for you when you are studying, ada tengok muka kawan-kawan ramai. Aku tak ada. Aku just dengan skuter aku. Aku pergi college aku balik. Pergi college aku balik. And nanti dari hujung pergi hujung kan. So
faham lah, faham.
So my friends, my group of friends, tak kira lah kau nak cakap financially ke, love ke apa ke, it's all the same. Macam aku ada satu je group friend yang sampai sekarang aku rapat. Aku ada 5 orang yang kawan rapat, yang kawan baik, yang kawan yang selama-lamanya dengan aku, which is aku dah kawan daripada umur aku 16 tahun sampai sekarang lah. InsyaAllah memanjang lagi lah. So kita cakap pasal financial kat tempat yang sama. So aku cakap pasal love kat tempat yang sama. Diorang nak cakap pasal dia punya family kat tempat yang sama. So we keluar pun aku jumpa orang-orang yang sama awak. Then like you say lah, you guys also cakap, then music play a part in me. Then aku jumpa orang, random friends and everything. But then macam korang cakap touch sekejap, cakap pasal music and then go. And then datang balik, cakap pasal music and then go kan. Until I met you guys and then you know, football and stuff, and tu baru aku ada kawan. You know what I mean tak? Macam kawan selain kawan
Ini
kerja aku.
Kau tengok macam mana? Contohnya aku punya friendship dengan Non, at every phase of my life, aku ada friendship macam tu. Dia benda tu sekali time tu.
Betul.
Okay, aku ambil contoh apa kita punya relationship lah. I mean aku, engkau dengan Non. 4 years many years dah. Aku wanting to do something with whatever lah, music, with production, something that involves payment ke apa benda ke. It could be event management, it could be performing, it could be talent management ke apa benda. There's a lot of things.
Okay.
Yang aku dengan Non dah duduk and bincang perangan, nanti macam tu lah apa benda semua kan. Then thing is, benda ni nak jalan, benda ni nak buat, dia kalau aku dengan Non je, memang we need like probably a few other people to jalan. And at some point of our lives, kita ada juga orang-orang kan. And then kita cerita lepas tu nanti tiba-tiba macam halfway through, tiba-tiba Non dah dapat tangkap, aku pun dah dapat tangkap. Macam aku rasa Non, kita punya ni tak selari lah. So it's always like that. Mesti ada something
Kau bercanggahan. Ya, betul.
Mula-mula cerita bagi nak rak, bumbang, lepas tu tak ada benda. Kita gila tak ada benda. Banyak kali benda tu jadi dengan aku and Non. Kita orang experience benda tu banyak kali. So sebab sangat dah benda tu jadi, kita orang dah lali lah. Sampailah yang kita orang dua jumpa kau. You know, aku sebenarnya tak sangka the fact that whatever that we're doing right now, and itulah for those yang tak tahu, dekat bawah sana bukannya podcast ni sahaja benda yang kita nak buat bersama-sama bertiga. There are bigger things that we are trying to achieve.
Yep.
But the MCO and apa benda semua, the whole
I'm also in the Caribbean, so they can't do it now. So
there's a lag lah sekarang ni. That is the only thing menghalang kita punya progress sekarang ni.
Betul.
But then kalau kau fikir-fikir balik how we hit it off between the three of us, tak lama tu je. Bukannya aku jumpa kau, kenal, nak kawan lama-lama 4 tahun, lepas tu baru kita date saja. Tak ada pun.
Betul?
Literally kita jumpa, kau bercakap dulu, aku contact Non, aku cakap, Non, Faizal nak cakap dengan kau. Oh okey lah, nanti kau jumpa. Lepas tu kau jumpa Non, lepas kau dah jumpa Non, lepas tu kita jumpa bertiga. Benda tu semua jadi within a week.
Yep.
Masuk second week kita dah plan, and then kita jumpa venue. Kita dah tahu apa benda kita nak buat. Everything was planned out, and then everything moved so fast. Aku rasa this is the quickest project yang aku pernah involved with. Maknanya from the conception of the idea to execution, memang cepat gila babi lah. Within a month.
Betul?
Kita dah start recording, kita dah start doing all these things apa benda. So these are yang macam aku cakap tadi tu lah, the spark yang kau dapat with friends. Yang
true. Betul.
Engkau boleh ajak buat yang sama dengan your group of friends yang kau cakap. It will never happen because apa? The drive ataupun the macam mana, the vision of things apa benda semua tak selari. Bukannya kata korang bergaduh, tapi apa benda yang engkau envision nak buat tu probably diorang macam alah boleh nak, probably not for me kot apa benda semua. Kau ingat tak masa first time kau nak buat podcast dengan aku selalu cakap boleh Jal.
Betul tak? True.
Aku tak tanya pun kau nak cerita pasal apa ke, what's the concept ke, apa benda ke, aku tu boleh Jal, boleh buat kat rumah aku. That was the first thing yang aku cakap.
Betul?
So this thing, kawan-kawan yang macam ni kita jumpa yang boleh hit it off terus macam tu,
jarang lah.
Usually jarang. Benda tu akan berlaku certain phases of your life.
Exactly. Correct.
Lucky lah to do this, by the time we're 30. Some consider old, tapi aku rasa macam dude, banyak lagi masa tu. These are the friends yang aku cakap ni lah tadi kan. It could be anything though. It doesn't mean like bro tolong kejut bangun tidur punya friends saja.
Betul?
But then it's more about, aku rasa as we the type of friends yang kita ada, the type of friends yang kita associate ourselves with, the ones yang less bullshit, dah tak ada bullshit, it's more pinpoint, terus direct. Okay, kau nak apa, aku nak apa, okay, we share the same interest, we do it, kan? Nak main music, kita main music. Nak buat podcast, kita buat podcast. Terus dah tak ada all this apa bodoh-bodoh punya drama lah, apa benda lah, apa kan. As I was saying kan tadi, macam tadi, these are the friends lah yang kita jumpa at different points of our lives and suddenly hit it off macam tu.
Betul,
it doesn't mean kau kena kawan dengan orang tu sampai bertahun-tahun and then baru benda tu in something yang substantial lah. It could be orang tu kau kenal baru seminggu dua benda semua, but then you feel like you've known them for a long time, and by being macam mana lagi, bila engkau dah lagi berumur, dah banyak life experiences, we become better, we can judge characters much better lah compared to when we were younger.
Definitely, betul.
I think this one, it lies within yourself as well. It's a self, because growing up, it's a maturing thing, right? The more days that you have, the more you mature, the more things you experience, and then the more you become a better person, and then the more you realize things about yourself.
Okay.
See, it's not just the world that you need to go out and look for. You need to get to know yourself as well. So if there's self-realization tu dah ada dekat situ, then whatever friends that you choose, I don't think there's a such thing as wrong friends. If let's say you already have that self-realization and if you're friends with someone new, and if that person lacks that self-realization, then you bring out the best of that other person. That's what friends do. You know, you don't wait for someone else to come to you for help. You help first. You help someone, you know, get that realization first, and then it can go both ways in that sense, right?
Yeah.
But if you already help to a certain degree, but if that person doesn't want to change, then how are you supposed to be friends with that person? Because you want to
Yeah.
move forward. Betul tak? Kan?
Betul.
You cannot move backwards. You need to move forward. So the faster you realize that life is not about you, right? The faster you will get better friends, and the faster you know what kind of friends you want to approach, and you know you want what kind of people you want to approach you, like in that sense, I guess. Acquaintances you can make thousands and thousands, but friends you can really have a few.
Yeah, true.
Bagi aku. So
Betul.
when I say about my friendship punya tier tu, it's not that who is most dear to me ke apa, tak. Of all tiers yang
Kau
aku ada,
tapis
the
lah.
most important no, because of all tiers, semua tiers yang ada dalam aku punya friendship punya tiers, first thing is that all these people are genuine to me. Okay. So far these people have never double crossed me. These people I'm very, very genuine with, you know. So this applies to all acquaintances as well. First things first is that bila kau bersemuka dengan orang, make sure kau punya niat tu everything is good and well lah.
Yep.
You know, and treat everyone as zero back. Just zero-rize everything back, and then just you know, just be as genuine as you can be.
Yeah.
But then there are this special circle of people who has actually helped you and given you a very, very, very good impact in your life.
Faham?
You know, so these people they belong in the tiers. You know, some friends are good for emotional help. Some friends are good for financial advices, right? So for example, when it's everything emotional or whatnot, I know that macam Melo can be a person that I can go to, right? And he does content, he does talent and whatnot. So if I have financial help, going to him wouldn't be the best way to go about and ask for feedback if you have problems, right? But for example, if he has financial help, for example, and then if he comes to me, then I might be of service in a sense, one way or another. So
Faham?
different people are good at different things. I'm not saying I'm good at that, but I'm just giving an example. For example lah kan, macam tu. So bila jadi macam tu, like I said, there's no bad in other people. Don't think about the bad, you think about the good.
Yeah.
And if you don't see the good, then you bring the good out of it lah, out of that person lah. Itu sahaja lah. Because how you can find interesting friends is if your friends are interesting lah. So basically contohnya macam aku kenal kau tiba-tiba baru kenal masa muda kan, kau tak main muzik, okay, aku main muzik, kau tak cakap bahasa Inggeris, aku memang first language bahasa Inggeris contohnya, okay, there's nothing that I can relate to you, nothing whatsoever, except for benda ni dah lepas tahun aku kenal kau ni siapa, tapi aku tak boleh nak rapat dengan kau. Tiba-tiba aku dapat tahu kau minat RC. Aku memang minat RC daripada kecil. Contohnya, memang segala jenis RC aku ada dekat rumah. Engkau pun segala jenis RC ada dekat rumah. Kan? All it takes is just one photo, kau tengah buka kan album.
Yeah.
Slide, boom, nampak gambar RC, dah habis. Itu bukan phone, gampang.
Tak, ini AC. Aircon.
Apa?
Aircon.
Okay, boleh lah. Contohnya lah, boleh lah.
Jangan marah, kata kawan.
Sebab ni kau tak ada kawan, kau tahu.
Kau ajar. Ni kau ajar. Aku tak ada kawan sebab ni choice aku tau. Tak bermaksud aku tak ada kawan, anjir. Aku pun memilih juga kau, Sya. Aku pun ada tier aku juga tau.
I truly that our friends are the reflection of ourselves. They are the reflection, they are the extension of ourselves. So because of the trust yang kau ada.
Ya tu. So on a side note lah, sorry sebelum aku lupa lah, bagi kat luar sana yang tengah nampak benda ni, yang tengah baca, yang tengah dengar ataupun tengah tengok benda ni, if you're in conflict, and if you know you're in conflict, and you know that there are friends out there that's reaching out to you, trying to help you, fucking grab their hands, right? Fucking turn your life around. It starts from now. It doesn't start tomorrow. It starts from now.
Preach,
Like
non,
it
preach.
hurts. Yeah, it hurts, but you know you gotta get there.
Betul,
Itulah. No
betul
one is
lah.
not strong enough.
Ya,
You
betul
know,
lah.
you have
Aku
the right
agree dengan
people.
kau.
Itu je.
Especially dengan zaman atau time yang sekarang ni lah. Orang kata apa, hard
Exactly, yeah.
tough
You
time
know,
kan?
like, you know, suicide rates are like going through the roof, right? Left, right, center, and so like, you know, listen to your friends lah. I'm sure your friends are there. Itu je lah.
But aku pun guilty lah sebab aku pun ada kawan yang aku dah yang dulu kami rapat gila kan, yang dah rapat gila and then kita sampai sekarang kita pun dah tak cakap hello or tak cakap hi or sepitas lalu. Aku pun guilty
Hello.
lah in that sense lah, but then kau tak tahu macam kau cakap tadi, Nun, kau dah try to kau nasihat, kau bagi nasihat, dia minta kau nasihat, but at certain point kau rasa macam aku cakap dengan dinding ke macam tu tau. Excuse my language lah, but am I talking to a wall? You know, you ask for my advice, you know, kau cari aku dah kasih advice kat kau, like beratus-ratus kali pun kau try cari aku and then the situation is still the same. You know what I mean, on? Tapi macam shit. So aku rasa macam, you know, okay, this is the last time lah. I'm gonna give you this advice. You want to take it or not, it's up to you. But you know, at the end of the day, I wish you well. You know, you just don't come for me just macam you touch and then you need my advice and then you go and then you fuck around and then you fuck up and then you come back to me and then you ask for my advice, you fuck up around and pusing gitu tau. Benda-benda yang serius lah. Macam kalau benda-benda macam music ke, kau nak beli barang ke apa ke, aku still there, I'm gonna give you my advice lah. But then benda-benda yang dah melibatkan, you know, suami, isteri, jodoh kau and keluarga kau, mentua kat, you know, I can give you advice, I can be a good friend, I can be a fucking evil friend to you lah kan. Tapi at the end of the day, aku ada limit aku lah. Kau pusing-pusing gitu, okay, stop it lah. You know, this is last time, I won't say hello to you again lah. But you're always in my mind lah gitu.
Itu tak, aku rasa benda tu tak salah langsung lah. Itu atas masing-masing lah.
Exactly.
You have your own, you know, your own threshold kan, your own tolerance kan.
Betul?
So that's up to you lah. You know, as long as you know that you've done the best that you can,
exactly,
then it's fine lah. Itu ya. Kan?
Because all I want to do is become an honest friend.
Aku cakap dengan kau lah. Aku cakap, okay, Jal, I need a pair of headphones. My range is 1.5 to 2K. It has to do this, do that. Then sound quality kena macam ni, benda macam tu.
Nah,
okay.
Sampai ambil.
Okay. So okay, lepas tu engkau tak reply aku bukan sebab engkau terlupa. Okay, mungkin sebab kau terlupa atau kau asshole. Kau just terlupa nak reply aku. Yang waktu seminggu lepas tu kau reply aku. Kau cakap, Non, aku lupa lah Non nak cari earphone ni kan. Kau tak lupa, kau just macam malas nak cari. Kau just asshole, you know, good friend. Lepas tu, you know, but imagine kalau tiba-tiba aku pula cakap, Jal, aku beli ke putih ni. Kau boleh tak tolong hantar beras dengan minyak dekat rumah aku, boleh tak? Waktu kau palau aku seminggu tak bagi tahu apa-apa, tu mencik bias.
Faham lah. Ada certain limit lah, you know what I mean? Ada benda yang kau boleh tolerate lah. Ada benda macam fuck off lah macam itu lah.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean, I guess it depends lah. But tolerance is one thing, hate is also one thing lah.
Aku tak hate lah. Aku
tolerance, tak hate. Kalau tak hate then tak apalah.
Aku tak hate. Aku sayang kawan-kawan aku. It's just that that's my limit lah. You know, like I said, I give you my advice. That's it lah. Aku tak boleh buat apa lagi dah. And
sebab dia ada juga jenis orang yang memang dia berkawan, dia benci masing-masing tapi dia masih berkawan. So aku pun tak faham kenapa.
Mungkin sebab dulu dia so shock kat orang tu, tapi dia couple dengan kawan baik dia lagi seorang. Tu dah benci lah dekat perempuan tu.
I see you have experience in this
tak
matter.
Tak adalah, aku cakap je. Cerita Melayu. Kau jangan buat fitnah kat depan-depan.
I don't know how it works lah. I don't know how it works, but I've seen some freaky shit lah, basically lah. So aku tak faham manusia ni macam mana. Aku just kadang-kadang aku tak faham.
Kan? Exactly. So far aku tak ada lagi lah.
Tapi I see macam
benda-benda aku pernah. So sorry to interrupt, but aku ada kawan. Aku pernah gaduh dengan kawan aku ni, teruk gila pasal perempuan. Yang maki dekat social media semua. Aku nak expose lah nama dia. Nama dia Tut. Tapi by the end of the day, kita gaduh-gaduh, settle pasal perempuan, and then lama kelamaan kita okay balik. And then kita dapat balik. So macam okay. Yang all those efforts yang aku lontarkan kat kau lontar kat kau dulu dah tak bermakna sekarang lah. So we always find a way to fix back our friendship lah. And one of it is through music. Aku setuju dengan kau. Besides bola is music. So benda perempuan tu dah kau dah lupa lah. Tak apa lah, bukan benda kita kan. Aku grateful for that lah. Aku grateful that I have that kind of friend lah. You know, yang tak kasih aku santau ke, death threat ke apa lah. Tapi tak shoot lah, tak ada lah. Alhamdulillah tak ada lagi lah. But I have that kind of experience lah. Once in my life at least.
Aku faham lah. Tapi macam aku kan, because the thing is when I was much younger, I jumped a lot through other circles kan in college kan. And aku pula memang for some reason memang lama, berkubun lama dekat college tu. So banyak zaman aku jumpa.
Yelah.
So bila you know when you get to this age and then you're already working and everything, and then all the past is in the past, but then you know sometimes you know when you see these people macam I remember this person. Aku memang that kind of person. Memang out of the blue I will fucking send you a DM like yo what's up, how are you, okay, aku tengah cuti, aku nak catch up, dah ini je. And I will only be there for that day saja. If this person does not reply, then tak ada lah. Aku tak ada catch up until the next time aku nak catch up lah dengan orang tu.
Faham.
So I try my best. It's a bit weird lah, but I try my best lah. Itu lah.
Tak apa. I mean as long as pada aku, as long as kawan-kawan kau tak menjahanamkan kita, is fine lah. Aku pun ada buat juga benda macam kau buat tu, you know, one day friend gitu. Not to say one day friend, macam kawan dah lama tak contact and then you know.
Satu benda yang aku rasa a lot of people are struggling with is that kawan yang dah lama kawan and then you know, they realise yang kawan dia tu toxic. And then having to, you know, the struggle of macam tapi dengan dia lama, takkan aku nak benda apa semua kan.
Faham.
So benda tu one of the struggles juga lah yang ramai orang went through. But then at the end of the day kau memang kena fikir pasal diri kau lah, mana kau nak pergi benda semua kan. Have all these people clinging and hanging on to it, and not giving you the good vibes and apa semua, it's never gonna work lah pada aku, because benda tu kau punya progress tau, you know. Bila di mana-mana apa benda comments that made, you know, not really being supportive ataupun dia tak faham benda yang kau buat, benda tu. So always important to yourself with friends yang you know, betul-betul faham and technically diorang tahulah semua kawan-kawan kita. Contoh kau ada 5 kawan, kita semua ramai-ramai ni faham yang these 5 people have their own lives and own macam apa achievement, goals yang dia, and semua are happy for it. Semua are supportive to one another. Semua faham each other and you know really apa nak cakap bring the energy itu together so that semua orang boleh sama-sama achieve whatever, instead of being very negative and apa semua. So aku rasa bila dah makin tua ni memang kau kena fikir pasal benda, because
true.
Tiba-tiba dah 30, lepas tu tiba-tiba dah 40, and then if you still stick with the same bunch of guys yang you know really holding you back apa semua, it's a waste lah pada aku.
Aku setuju dengan lo lah, sebab macam lo cakap, kita pun dah masuk that pre-series punya era. So I would say that friends yang kita ada sekarang is the one yang gonna stay with you for a while, you know. Kita takkan nak pergi cari mungkin kita ada 1-2 kawan baru and along our age ni, tapi tak ada yang kawan-kawan yang betul-betul yang rapat dengan kita lah. So maknanya kawan yang aku ada sekarang ni, aku appreciate them. I really appreciate them because what have they done to my life. macam mana dia influence hidup aku and everything. So macam lo juga cakap, as long as you know your diri kita sendiri, and then if someone is holding you back, kawan-kawan, kau tahu lah benda tu toxic already. So dah tak ada reason dah kenapa kau patut stick with that guy or that girl or kawan-kawan kau yang lain lah. So what
Macam aku cakap lah, the thing is, don't focus on the bad lah, because the bad sometimes not necessarily bad. It's just people trying to try out new things, or it's a new experience, or something that triggers you, right? It might not be right, under the law or whatnot, but that doesn't mean that thing can't be changed.
Yep.
Right? Or if that thing is not bringing that person down, it is fine. Just try to see what's the best that you can bring out of that person. Focus on the good. Yeah, because the thing is, it's a chain though. The more positive things you do on a daily basis, then it will be a chain. Then you want to do positive things every day and every day. So kalau kau duduk saja main, if you like, you're spending, like for example, 28 days in a month gaming, right? Like just gaming. You're not a professional gamer. You just game, right? That's it's not something positive. You're doing the same thing again and again and again and again and again, so you don't get new experiences. So the human being, you need experiences, new experiences, positive experiences that are positive. So bila benda jadi macam ni, then you want to do more positive things. Sebab tu they say when you wake up, first thing you need to do is you need to make your bed lah, because that's the first positive thing you need to do, because you need to get started on that straight away. Dia orang yang tak kemas tempat tidur, memang aku perhati lah, orang yang tak kemas tempat tidur dengan orang yang kemas tempat tidur adalah dua jenis orang yang berbeza. Okay. That discipline lah. So is that positivity lah. It's not about the action. You can be lazy, yes, of course you can be lazy lah, kau nak malas ke apa, benda semua boleh. But as long as your priorities are right, and you know what's right and what is wrong, then that defines you as a person. And how that defines you as a person will define how interesting you are as a person to the other person.
Yeah. Agree.
So as a soalan penutup untuk malam ni, aku rasa soalan ni yang aku dah nak tanya kat korang lah, kalau korang ready untuk jawab lah.
Apa, kau nak jadi kawan kita orang lah? Kawan kita orang lah?
For you guys yang dah berkahwin and macam lo, what you guys think about, macam ini topik hangat lah, having a best friend tapi best friend kau tu gender lain, maknanya perempuan. Short and simple explanation. Kita dengan non dulu. Your best friend tu perempuan, tapi perempuan tu bukan bini kau, bukan girlfriend kau, atau bukan partner kau. You know what I mean? Kita start very long dulu. Apa pandangan kau?
Kau tanya aku soalan ni, Melu memang tahu lah aku kawan perempuan sikit lah.
Aku nak tanya
pandangan aku sikit lah.
Pandangan kau, is it common or is okay for you?
It's not about what's okay and what's not okay. The thing is, aku akan refer back to my previous thing that I said. It's all about principle. You know what is right and what is wrong. Right? If you're genuine about it, then you're genuine about it. If your partner cannot accept it, by all means, I'm terribly sorry lah.
Okay.
But if your partner trusts you 100% and they can accept it.
So you're not against it lah?
Aku memang tak against it. No, kenapa though? Why would you want to, restrict the human experiences?
Aku faham. Aku ada banyak kawan-kawan rapat aku semua kebanyakannya perempuan. So macam kau cakap, as long as you be true with your girlfriend, your partner, alhamdulillah.
Belum single tu. Bagi member sikit.
Tak ada, banyak kawan rapat aku pun yang dah berkahwin.
MCO speed dating, we can do MCO speed dating, that could be a thing.
Tapi sayang kawan-kawan aku yang rapat dengan aku dah ada partner, dah ada kahwin. So we just share our stories lah. Macam lo, macam mana?
Pada aku benda tu bukan satu masalah lah.
Okay.
Because macam mana Kau tahu engkau kawan ke apa, bila dia dah jadi apa benda tahu, bila contohnya kau dah kahwin ataupun kau dah ada girlfriend ke apa, whatever lah kan, you have a partner in your life. Bila engkau nak cakap pasal kawan baik perempuan kau, apa ni semua kau jadi macam takut-takut, kau rasa macam belah bagi apa benda apa semua. That means benda tu dah bukan level kawan dah. Certain things yang macam kau cari in your life, problems that you face ke apa benda, these perspectives yang datang daripada not just guys but women as well. Benda tu they add colour, you know, they add towards how you are as a person, how character, your attitude towards some things, you know. Because kalau kata kawan kita semua lelaki, the things that might be sensitive to women, kalau banyak perempuan je apa benda semua,
Tak
the
balance
things
juga
yang so dia vice versa lah.
Yep.
So benda aku banyak je kawan-kawan perempuan, memang kawan yang jenis macam kalau tak dia dah lama dah kita tak jumpa apa semua, jom kita jumpa lepak. Ada je yang macam you know, kita jumpa benda semua dia bawa husband dia apa benda, you know, think benda macam gitu. Aku rasa especially now lah, not be a problem if you are truly friends, you know.
Sebab
aku rasa semua memang motif lah. Aku ambil last example lah before we move to Jal. Melo tahu one of my best friends yang duduk dekat rumah aku ni, orang perempuan, Tasha nama dia. Dah lama aku kenal orang muda ni, you know, and everything from her was positive. Aku kenal ni sebelum aku kenal bini aku yang whatnot benda semua. Memang there are so many similarities aku dengan dia, so many life experiences yang aku share dengan dia benda semua tu. You know, we even born on the same birth date juga, you know, at the same time kan. So memang betul-betul memang betul dengan apa, you know, memang best friends lah. But the thing is, you know, best friends are best friends, but you know, macam sekarang times like now, like I don't have the need, you know, to text and gossip every day tau, because everyone's got other things to do. So it goes back to macam apa benda Melo cakap lah, it goes back to your motive lah. If there's an underlying motive, then for sure something will happen lah. But if your friends genuinely and you don't think of stupid stuff, then it will not happen lah. Just don't do stupid things lah. So aku cakap, just stay positive. You know, if you don't do positive things, then you know bad things will come out lah. So you need to stay positive lah.
Faham. Sebab aku cakap pasal topik ni pasal we've seen a lot in TV lah, in all interviews. I've seen a lot of interviews say some, you know, some perempuan are against with, you know, girls having a guy's best friend, and guys cannot have girls best friend. Tapi in konklusinya kawan-kawan, kita orang kat sini are not against anything. We are okay as long as you know your limits, as long as you have good intention in your heart, and then you bring positive vibes to your friends. And macam Non cakap, this is a hard time, rough time. So reach out to your friends yang ada masalah and everything. Say hello to them. You know, mana tahu dia pun sedang struggle dan kita offer helping hand pada them. Aku tengok banyak insentif yang diorang kata white flag, and then you know, kita tolong diorang untuk dengar problem diorang and everything. So this is the time for you to show that you are the real friends, you know.
You know, help your friends out. Friends who need help, reach out to your friends. You know, it's tough times. You know, we need to continue. You know, times are not good. Everyone,
times are definitely not good.
Right? But you need to look forward, right? So reach out to your friends. Your friends are there. Yeah.
Lo?
Like macam aku pula, kita kena fikir, because most people tak nak susahkan orang, tak nak lah aku tak nak susahkan kawan aku apa benda. Benda tu aku rasa kita kena deal with the fact as humans, engkau kena susahkan orang tu. You can never do things alone. Macam mana you need people's help. But let's say lah kau manage to do apa to live your life alone. By the time kau mati, kau nak kena tandam pun orang nak kena. Kau susahkan orang juga, nak kena mandikan kau, nak apa benda, bacakan talqin apa benda tu semua kan. So all those things, macam-macam mana pun kita akan kena susahkan orang juga. Tapi
itu macam puisi yang buat tu.
Bila perlu of course kita kena reach out lah. And always be glad to help you out. We'll always be glad the fact that reach out to them, you know, telling I'm in deep shit now. Aku ada banyak benda yang I'm struggling with. Apa benda, they would be happy to be able to help you. You know, because those are fulfilling, especially when you are providing care, love, and support to people that means the most to you.
Betul.
So don't hold yourself back from asking for help. Don't hold yourself back from helping other people juga. Selalu doakan untuk kesejahteraan diri sendiri dan keluarga dan juga orang-orang lain. You know, doakan juga untuk diorang rezeki diorang pun dimurahkan juga. And doa juga, if possible, engkau diri kita sendiri boleh you know, murahkan rezeki orang lain. You know, benda-benda macam tu. It's good to practice in times like this and appreciate your friends lah.
True.
Yeah.
So kawan-kawan kat luar sana, jangan putus harapan. So korang masih ada kawan-kawan yang insya-Allah akan membantu korang untuk dalam situasi yang macam ni. Kawan-kawan yang korang kesayang, yang sayang korang. Ada kawan-kawan yang memedihkan hati korang, ada kawan-kawan yang menyenangkan hati korang. Itu biasa, itu normal. Dah jangan fikir banyak-banyak. Lepas tu kawan-kawan toksik tu macam menon kata tadi, dah let go. Dah tak perlu dah. Dah bukan masanya. So macam biasa guys, aku rasa kita ni perlu tutup untuk malam ni. Macam mana?
Itu, so kita tutup dengan macam biasa. Terima kasih.
Subscribe.
Terima kasih sebab dengar lagi layan lagi kita orang punya podcast. Walaupun tak ada.
Terima kasih kat kita punya listener yang suggest this topic.
Oh ya, yeah, betul. Siapa nama dia? If I'm not mistaken, Nurul Nabiha kan? If I'm not mistaken.
Thank you so much for the topic suggestion. Harap-harap nanti ada banyak lagi topik-topik yang merangsangkan untuk kita berbualkan untuk malam-malam seterusnya.
Subscribe,
like, comment on our videos. Thank you guys for listening, streaming, watching our videos. Tak kisahlah kat Spotify, kat YouTube and all other streaming platforms. Sampai sekarang kita dah tak sangka kita dah episod 8. Hopefully kita akan menambah lagi episod yang akan datang. Dan seperti biasa, dekatkan diri anda dengan orang yang tersayang. Jauhkan barang-barang yang terlarang. Jangan ambil apa kawan-kawan?
Jauhi metamfetamin.
Jauhi metamfetamin.
Pakai mask. Pergi ambil vaksin.
Okay? Betul.
So guys, here's an extra bit. Just check down there, in the bios. There's a link. You can click on the link. That is a direct WhatsApp link to Faizal's phone because he needs friends. Okay? So yeah, you guys can do that.
Thank you so much guys. Thank you so much. Memang tak memberansangkan langsung. Okay, bye guys.
Battery exhausted.
Guys, bye.